Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Shaw TV. We're here at the Duckworth Center on the campus of the University of Winnipeg for tonight's Quad A Manitoba Provincial High School Basketball Championships. In Game 1 of our doubleheader, the girls' final, we'll be featuring the number 1 ranked Glenlawn Lions as they get set to take on the number 2 ranked Vincent Massey Trojans. And in Game 2 of the boys' final, the number 1 ranked Miles MacDonnell Buckeyes will face the number 3 Neelan Spartans from Brandon. So sit back, relax, and get ready to enjoy some tremendous basketball with our broadcasting duo of Sean Coates and Missy Penner.
Thank you very much, Don. Yes, indeed, we are here live at the University of Winnipeg's Duckworth Center for tonight's Provincial 4A High School Basketball Championships. Hello again, everybody. Sean Coates and Missy Penner, as always, bringing this action along with Don Mayer. And Missy, some of your thoughts as we look at this big battle here between number 1 and number 2.
Well, no surprises really in the high school championships for the girls' side, number 1 and 2 ranked. These teams have played 6 times. This is their 7th meeting, and they've all been very, very close games. We had the opportunity to do one of those games where it went into overtime, so extremely close. It comes down to the wire. You know, is this going to be pressure on Glenlawn, or is this going to be a confident builder where they feel very good going into this game? So this 7th game will prove to be the final.
Yes, it will be a very exciting game indeed, and we're just about ready for the introduction of tonight's starting lineups. Let's go down to our public address announcer, Karen Thompson. Take it away, Karen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the girls' final of the 2004A Provincial High School Basketball Championship. The battle for the girls' title tonight is in between the Glenlawn Lions, who are seated number 1, and the Vincent Massey Trojans, who are seated number 2. The home team on the scoreboard is Glenlawn, and they made it to the finals by defeating the Kelvin Clippers in yesterday's first semifinal. Now let's meet the Lions team members. Number 12, Aileen Izet. Number 13, Gayleen Kapustiak. Number 14, Robin Dowell. Number 50, Kristen Brisebois. Number 20, Jillian Burkett. Number 42, Betsy Taylor. Number 44, Hannah Kolish. And now put your hands together for the starting lineup of the Glenlawn Lions. A grade 11, 5'11" guard, number 4, Kate Daniels. Grade 11, 5'10" guard, number 10, Shauna Tatral. Grade 12, 5'7" forward, number 11, Jolene Fisher. Grade 12, 6' forward, number 22, Pamela Noel. And grade 10, 6'2" forward, who scored 14 points in yesterday's game, number 32, Yanli Okwamapua. The Lions trainer is Karen Coyle. Managers are Arlene Garcia, Leanne Goodbranson, Alyssa Hanachiak, and Michelle Saunders. Assisting home to the Lions is Adeline Penner, and head coach is Mr. Brian Kornberger. The visitor on the scoreboard are the Vincent Massey Trojans. They made it to the finals by defeating the J. Bruns Broncos yesterday. Now let's meet the Vincent Massey team members. Number 4, Aileen Amigo. Number 11, Chelsea Helloff. Number 34, Ellie Lissac. Number 45, Marnie Lidstone. Number 50, Natasha Singh. Number 55, Dina Martin. Now put your hands together for the starting lineup of the Vincent Massey Trojans. Grade 12, 5'8" forward, number 10, Dana Perry. Grade 11, 5'6" guard, number 12, Val Carson. Grade 11, 5'7" guard, number 14, Evangeline Ezerev. Grade 12 6'2" post who scored 23 points in yesterday's game, number 32, Lindsay Beaudry. And grade 12 5'6" wing, number 33, Jonna Anderson. Managers of the Trojans are Renu Panda and Firdos Shikadin. Assistant coach is John Fagan, and head coach of the Trojans is Mr. Jerry Hildebrand. Officials for today's game are Reed Kenyon and Brian Mark.
Thank you very much, Karen Thompson, for those wonderful introductions. Karen, of course, has been seen on our Shaw broadcasts in the past as a member of the Daniel McIntyre Maroons, a very fine ball player in her own right and doing a great job with the announcing, of course. As mentioned, Brian Marks, Reed Kenyon are two officials here for this first game between the number 2 ranked Vincent Massey Trojans wearing green with white lettering. They will move from right to left on your television screen, and then moving from left to right. And with the ball, the Glenlawn Lions wearing the home white colors with red lettering and red stripes. Right away, Glenlawn on offense. Ball goes to Akwamabua. Up high on the wing, up top, Kate Daniels. Y2 Kate, the new Millennium girl. She'll run the offense all night long for the Lions. One of the few grade 11s to be named to the top 10 in the player rankings this year for high school. Ball's worked around to Pam Noel. Lobs it down low for Akwamabua. It's slapped out of bounds. Last touched by the Lions over to the Trojans.
Well, that ball went out of bounds off of Yadili Akwamabua, another player named to the top 10 and the only grade 10 player mentioned.
Lions pick up half court. Going around it very quickly was Carson. Carson, to be continuing on that honor roll listing, was number 1 in the province. So you know that she'll see a lot of the ball tonight and be a crucial part of the Trojan offense if they can seek their first victory this year over the Lions.
Well, every time these two teams have met, they've been extremely close. They've had games that have been 3 points, 5 points, I believe 12 points, back down to about 7 points, 3, and then the last time we did their game, overtime. So talk about a close matchup.
Very competitive, and certainly the Cloverleaf Conference really showing that they were the classiest conference in terms of competition this year. Ball worked up top to Carson. Trojans on the offensive end. We've got no score, just over a minute played here in the first. Carson deep on the wing, shot partially blocked. It's rebounded underneath. That's Tatro. Ball's eventually worked ahead to Fisher. Fisher back to Daniels. Daniels now crosses the timeline into the front court. Tatro to Daniels. Still no score here. First quarter, Noel, one of the strongest players in high school basketball, muscles her way to the rack, doesn't stick it. Daniels eventually finds the handle. Bounces it to Noel, high post. Lobs it down low looking for Akwamabua. She goes up off the square and down. The Lions draw first blood. 2-0 Glenlawn.
Well, Glenlawn in their semifinal defeated Kelvin 49-27, and we heard that Akwamabua had 14 points, so a very solid game by the grade 10 player.
Trojans on the offensive end. It's Dana Perry. She bounce passes it off to Carson. Drives back towards the base. Steps out of bounds. However, the ball goes over the Lions. They lead it by 2. We're just about 2 minutes into this one. We're live from the University of Winnipeg. Don Mayer, Missy Penner, and myself, Sean Coates, bringing this action here this evening. And we are pleased to be concluding this high school season with you, bringing you wire to wire when it comes to high school basketball coverage. Noel fights for the ball, picks it up right side, gives it to Daniels. Lions working the ball right side again. They've really forced the right side here in the first couple of minutes, thinking they have an advantage over Ezram and Anderson on that side. Noel, long pass to Tatro. Tatro, ball fake, picks up her dribble, looking for help. She finds Noel. Noel, double teamed, now triple teamed, fights her way through it, puts up a shot, it doesn't go. Akwamabua gets the ball, goes back to Noel. Noel pulls up from 8, doesn't go. Ball's tapped around, players hit the floor, and we're gonna have a foul. This may go against the Vincent Massey Trojans player number 10, Dana Perry. Yes, indeed, it goes against Perry. That'll be her first, team foul number 1 of the half.
So she was called for the push, a little contact made underneath the basket while both players were going for the ball. Kate Daniels to inbound the ball.
The new Millennium girl gets it in to Noel, skips it across. Tatro, Noel. Noel finds Fisher down low. Akwamabua battles for it. She stepped on the end line. However, Trojans get the ball back. They're still down 2-0. And we're just about 3 minutes in to this Provincial 4A High School Basketball Championship. Anderson from 15, money. We're tied at 2. Noel to Daniels. Daniels into the front court. Moves it across to Fisher. Fisher on your screen. Gives it up to Tatro. Back to Fisher. Daniels was open backdoor. They couldn't get her the ball. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Shaw's coverage of the high school provincial 4A championships. We apologize for the fact that we had a power outage here. Missy, the energy in this gym is just so high that it just blew all our circuits and we were unable to present a couple of minutes of action. Just to recap where we're at right now, it's the Glenlawn Lions taking on the Vincent Massey Trojans here in the provincial championships. Glenlawn with the shot from the outside, that's Kate Daniels who gets her own rebound. Her team leads it right now 6-4 here in the first quarter. We've got 3:35 to go in this first frame. And Missy, even though we didn't get a chance to show the folks on a few minutes here, it has been a very close, contested, and well-played game to this point. It's been very, very close, and really no surprise because these two teams, every time they've met, it's been a very close game. Right now, Glenlawn only leads by 2 points, 6-4 in this opening quarter, so stay tuned because this proves to be a very exciting and close matchup. Ball's in the corner. Dana Berry was trapped. Carson with it, gives it to Anderson. Back to Carson. She's wide open from three-point territory. There's the shot. It's good. Vincent Massey with their first lead of the night. They're up 7-6, 3:04 to go here in the first quarter. Kate Daniels with the ball, pushes it ahead to Kristen Brisebois, who's in the game. Ball's worked over to Kapustiak. Kapustiak dumps it down low. Noel bounces it down low. Kick back out. Akwamabua. Daniels thought about the three. Works it around to Kapustiak. Down low. Akwamabua pushes off. There's the shot. It doesn't go. Ball's rebound on the offensive end by the Lions. Daniels down low. Noel. She commits the charging foul. That will be team foul number 3 of the half against Glenlawn. Team fouls now 5-3. Vincent Massey with the 5, Glenlawn with the 3. Well, and that's 2 very quick fouls for Pam Noel. She just took one in the other end of the court, and there you can see her leaning in, which she got called for the charge. So she comes out of the ball game, and Robin Dowell comes in. So that certainly a blow to the Lions' cause. Right now, Barry double team kicks it back out. Ezram up top. Carson, another 3-point attempt, another 3-point basket. Biggest lead of the night for either team at 4. 10-6 in favor of Glenlawn, and we have a timeout called on the floor by the Glenlawn Lions with 2:17 to go. Let's see if we can listen in to the Glenlawn huddle.
Let's take a look. Okay, who's on the court? Now here's what we got. Now, we're going to go and play some special right now, all right? So what we got is Yad, you're in the middle. Robin, you've got her man-to-man. You got Lindsay man-to-man. Chris has got the side. Gayleen, you got Val man-to-man. We can't let these guys heat up, okay? Now, offensively, we got to reverse the ball. That's the key thing. Now, what I want us to do right now is to play either 1-4 or 1-2-2 and get some ball reversal. We got to get the ball inside. If you've got a chance to get it inside, we got to put it in. You're getting too low on the right side, so you're too low. You got to stay up by the gates. And then you've got your bank shot, which is what you can do with that. So most importantly, guys, we got special, we have no press, we got the 3 lanes covered. Get up on that high shooter and cover the short corners, Yad. Robin, you got Lindsay man-to-man. You do the same thing, Galen. Okay, guys.
As you can see, one side of the Duckworth Center is completely filled. They actually had to open up the side behind us, Missy, and to the side of us here, and it's starting to fill up now. And the crowd for the boys game hasn't even come in. So, as usual, provincial finals will be very well attended.
Well, it's always nice to see, and it's something that's very common with high school athletics, especially by the time we get to the provincial championship, is a lot of people are out and they're always treated to a very exciting game.
Daniels, Kapustiak, Akwamabua off the square and down, cuts the lead to 2. 10-8 in favor of the Trojans, and back comes Vincent Massey. It's Val Carson over to Evangeline Ezram. Gives it to Anderson. Anderson up top, works the left side, Barry. Gina Barry works off a screen, drives the paint, puts it up off the square herself. It doesn't go. Akwamabua, big D board, gives it up to Kate Daniels. Advances down the floor to Kapustiak. High dribble, picks it up, goes back to Daniels. Right side, Kapustiak, high post entry to Akwamabua. Ball's intercepted by Dana Perry.
Looked like she released that ball a little bit quick with really not taking a good look down the floor to see if her teammate was open.
Ezram. Barry from the free throw line doesn't go. Ball's eventually stolen by Carson, goes up, doesn't hit it, but she's fouled. This foul may go against number 14, Robin Dowell, underneath. We'll wait for the official call. Actually, it's 13, Galen Kapustiak, who gets assessed that foul. Her first, team foul number 4 of the half, with 1:11 to go here in the first, is the number 1 player in the province, Val Carson. First attempt does not go.
Val Carson has been MVP 3 times and an All-Star 4 times, so a great season for Val Carson.
Unsuccessful on the second attempt. Ball's rebounded by Dowell. Flips it across to Daniels. She'll lug the mail for the Lions. Starts her way down the floor, across the timeline into the front court. Goes left side, Brisebois. Kapustiak back to Brisebois. Entry pass, nice look for Akwamabua. Low pass right around the knees, Missy, but she fired it in there hard. Akwamabua turned around, finished it off.
Well, it was a very fast pass. You could see that it was a little bit low, but good hands by Akwamabua to control that ball and then put it up for the 2. They're trying to get that ball inside to her a lot, and there we see the defense by Akwamabua.
She slaps that one out of play. We're tied at 10 here with 36.8 seconds to go in the first quarter. We'll see if the Trojans play for one or attack the basket. Ball's bounced ahead to Barry, goes right back looking for Anderson. Ball slapped around Akwamabua with a steal. Gives it up to Daniels. She's got half a minute to work with here in the first frame. Daniels left side, Brisebois. Kapustiak lobs down low. Daniels takes it in amongst the trees. Up strong, gets blocked. Lindsay Beaudry with the block. And we've got a foul on the play. And this goes against Yadili Akwamabua.
Well, Lindsay Beaudry so far has gotten a piece of a lot of the Glenlawn shots. She's very good on defense. 6'2", grade 12 player, the number 9 ranked player in the province.
And because she's, not a vocal player, she's often, seen as being a quiet player. Does a quiet, good job, and it's the kind of person you like to have on your team. As we have a travel called against Brisebois with 4.2 seconds to go. We're still tied at 10. Trojans, we'll see if they can get something off here. Carson wisely waiting to touch the ball. Shot's got to go up. Anderson puts it up. Not in time, however. And we remain tied at 10 after the first. Our score, Vincent Massey 10, Glenlawn 10. We'll take a short break. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this.
Shaw's coverage of the Provincial High School Basketball Championships is brought to you by Milk, a proud sponsor of high school athletics.
Thank you very much, Missy, for that Milk sponsorship. I've been 4 years, I've been waiting for this payback. You and Lori May once said that I was Be the Cow, filling in when I missed a broadcast. I'm getting back to you. I was not, even though I would look better, I'm sure, in that outfit.
Well, we had to do something. We actually deeply missed you on that broadcast. It wasn't the same without you. And I was kind of sad in the fact that you didn't want to sit beside me. Instead, you wanted to be in that uniform.
I'd rather be in the outfit of an animal than work with you, Eddie. That basket.
Was that out loud?
That basket by Ezram reestablishes a 2-point lead for the Trojans. We're half a minute in to the second quarter here. Akwamabua double team. She goes up strong, doesn't hit it, gets her own offensive rebound up again, and it's good. Unbelievable yeoman-like effort by the grade 10 athlete.
Well, quite often she is double teamed, but she shows no signs of being a player that is not used to that situation. A grade 10 player, I still think it's very hard to believe she's only in grade 10 the way she plays.
Barry, you can't leave her that wide open, even though she missed that. That was a good look and a good shot. Lions have to be mindful of her. We're tied at 12 here in the second quarter. Ball's up top to Fisher. She goes over to Robin Dowell, left side lob down low for Akwamabua, just a bit too far. Anderson with it in the backcourt. She starts down the floor for the Trojans. Long lead pass ahead to Barry, over to Ezram. Nice passing by the Trojans. They can't convert. Ezram's second opportunity. It doesn't go. Huge board on the part of the Lions. Number 10, Shauna Tatro. She gives it to Daniels, who starts down the floor. Daniels working on Carson. Dishes off left side. Fisher gets blocked. Back come the Trojans 3-on-2. Ezram drives in, jump stop, takes the shot, doesn't go. Daniels with the board. The guard getting it done. Lead pass, Akwamabua, 1-on-2, high. Shoulder high dribble, no foul called either way on that contact. Fans from both schools upset with that.
Well, that would have been a, which would you have called that? It was very close to being a charge. It looked like she almost established defensive position there.
Refs letting them play. Shot by Ezram, in and out, doesn't go. Ball's rebounded underneath by Robin Dowell.
Well, the difference right now, I think, is Glenlawn's doing a better job of hauling down the rebound, so they're getting second, third opportunities. Plus, they're even rebounding in their own end there.
Reach foul called. This may be Beaudry who picks it up. We'll wait for the signal. Yes, indeed, it is Lindsay Beaudry who gets assessed the foul. That's her first team foul, number 5 of the quarter. So both teams at 5 fouls here. With regards to the bonus situation right now, it's Tatro, gives it to Daniels. Wide to Kate with the 3. Doesn't go. Ball's taken underneath by Barry. Gives it to Carson. Carson chest high dribble down the floor. Lead pass looking for Anderson. She couldn't hang on to it. Nice look by Carson, but Anderson couldn't quite hold on to it, Missy.
That's right. It was just thrown a little bit hard there. Anderson unable to control that ball. We've got a sub coming into the game right now for Glenlawn.
Kapustiak on your screen, replacing number 4, Kate Daniels, who you saw in the back of your screen there. She has a rest. We've got 7:14 to go here in the second. We're tied at 12. This is the Provincial 4A High School Girls Basketball Championship. Kapustiak with the rock, goes right side. Tatro, lob, down low. Akwamabua goes up strong, hits it, and one. Picking up her second foul is Lindsay Beaudry. Akwamabua goes to the line to complete the old-fashioned 3-point play.
Well, and Vincent Massey really can't afford to lose Lindsay Beaudry. You may recall the last time we did the game, when it went into overtime, Vincent Massey was actually leading through a good majority of that game, but once Lindsay Beaudry was out of the game, Glenlawn had a free-for-all.
They certainly did, and Robin Dowell goes out. Jillian Burkett comes in, and Jillian, a very solid member of this team, was injured the last time we did their one of their games on our broadcast, and has since returned to play, and it's good to see Jill back in there playing for her line squad right now with the ball. Lisak, ball eventually hoisted up, I should say, and taken by Akwamabua. Kapustiak now picks up her dribble. She's in trouble, finds Akwamabua, gives it back to her. 6:35 to go here. It's a 3-point lead for the Lions. Burkett Looks for the lob, finds Akwamabua. She draws another foul. No, traveling called. Holding her ground was Ellie Lessig.
Again, she was triple teamed there. It looked like she's trying to get in the open, took a couple of steps without putting the ball to the floor, so she got called on the travel.
Down low, Dina Martin couldn't hit it. Akwamabua got the steal. And that is an over-back violation called against Jolene Fisher. And Brian Kornberger has something to talk about because Fisher had one leg over center, but not the other. She hadn't fully advanced into the front court. And if I'm not mistaken, 3 points of contact have to be in the front court, the ball and your 2 feet. Shot is long. Akwamabua with a rebound. Another board for her. Fisher again folding up her dribble. This time stays on her side of the floor, gives it to Kapustiak. Tatro down low. Akwamabua, that's where they want to go, obviously. She gets double teamed. Shot from the outside three-pointer off the heel of the rim, taken by Jana Anderson.
Anderson chooses to slow things up, wait for her teammates to get down the floor.
Ball's lobbed down low. Lessig up top. Anderson from the free throw line. It's short. Dina Martin had it for a moment, but lost control. It goes out of bounds. Pam Noel coming into the game to replace Idili Akwamabua, who gets a well-deserved hand for the fans here, Missy. Impresses me every time I watch her play.
Oh, there is no question. I've mentioned every single time, it's hard to believe that she is only in grade 10. Not to mention a grade 10 making the top 10 players.
Jump ball called, alternating possession. It goes over to the Trojans. Substitutions, Daniels comes back in, as does Robin Dowell. They'll replace Burkett and Kapustiak. 5:20 to go here in the first half, 15-12. Lions with the lead. Carson to Ezram, look down low. Lessig to Martin. She goes up strong, she hits it, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line to complete the three-point play herself and try and tie this game back up. It's 15-14 Lions. Martin at the line.
Well, I believe this foul is going to go against Pam Noel, who just got back into the game and very quickly collects her third foul. That is a player that Glenlawn cannot really afford to lose as well.
And Noel goes back to the bench with 5:14 to go here. Shot by Martin is good. We're tied up at 15. I know, Missy, some coaches prefer that no matter who the player is and no matter their impact on the game, once they have 2 fouls in the first half, no matter what juncture, they sit the rest of the half. You'd rather have them with the full 3 fouls for the second half. Coach Kornberger took a chance here and paid for it as Noel picked up her third. Daniels with it. Dishes off. Tatro. Tatro inside. Burkett flips it across. Worked around eventually back to Daniels. Daniels penetrates. Shoots from 15. Ball's batted around. Nicely hustled after by Jolene Fisher. Gives it up to Tatro. Look down low for Burkett. It's over her head. And intercepted by Lessig.
Well, good defense by Ellie Lessig. 5'7" grade 12 player for Vincent Massey.
Buried Ezram for 3. Front of the rim doesn't go. Rebounded underneath by Daniels. And Kate starts up the floor. Long lead pass finding Robin Dell. Goes up strong. Doesn't hit it. Burkett. Offensive board. Second opportunity for her. She's fouled. This foul will go against Lessig. I believe that's her first, team foul number 6 of the half, with 4:14 to go here in the quarter. Tied at 15. And Missy, you mentioned it earlier, boards, especially the offensive end, getting it done here for Glenlawn. Despite the fact they've been dominating the boards, they're only tied here at 15. Make it a 1-point lead now as Jillian Burkett hits the first.
Like Vincent Massey has to try and box out, not allow Glenlawn to get those rebounds, because that's really what's keeping Glenlawn in this game here, and we've got a timeout called on the floor.
Hey, find them, close them out properly, guys, okay? You guys, you're handling it just wonderfully. Now, when you come down on the floor, just make sure that we make good execution, good passes, and we're running scramble. So make sure we got good screens for her. Give her good screens. Hey, go on and have some more fun. Let's go. Come on, let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Some members of the Glenlawn Lions junior varsity team with the lettering painted onto their face. They were finalists in the junior varsity championships which were won by River East. So congratulations to both the Kodiaks and the Lions teams for having successful seasons and making it to that provincial JV championship. Burkett connects on the second. It's a 2-point lead again for the Lions at 17-15. Carson in the front court, works off the screen, takes it back, goes left side, Barry up top, Lessick drives, dishes off, Carson. Barry for three, off the heel, rebounded by Tatro.
That was a good rebound by Shauna Tatro, grade 12 guard.
Daniels works it across. Brisebois inside, Akwamabua off the heel of the rim. Good positioning finally by the Trojans. This time Dana Perry with a block out. She got the rebound.
That's right, and Dana Perry only 5'8" there, but she established that position, boxed out, didn't allow Glenlawn to get the inside positioning.
Carson with a nice move and the good look. Didn't hit it, however. Daniels with the board up the court. Tatro penetrates, works around. Barry kicks it back out. Daniels to Brisebois. 15-footer is good for Kristen Brisebois. 4-point lead. Again, biggest for either team now at 4. 19-15.
That was a good shot by Kristen Brisebois, also a member of the provincial volleyball squad.
Carson goes right side, Ezram. Up top, Lessick from the free throw line. Shot partially blocked, rebounded, or caught underneath, I should say, by Burkett. Lead pass, collision at center, and fighting for the ball is Dana Perry. She won the battle, gives it up to Carson, who will slow down and set up the half-court offense for the Trojans. Ezram looks down low, Lessick back up top. Ezram wide open three, hits it. NBN, nothing but nylon. Ezram.
Well, Vincent Massey doing a very good job of passing the ball around and waiting for that good moment or opportunity to take an open shot.
Daniels to Brisebois, bounce pass inside Akwamabua, kicks it back out. Tatro takes the three, it's short. Off the hands of Glenlawn last and out of bounds. Ball over to the Trojans. We've got substitutions coming in both ways. Anderson for the Trojans, Kapustiak for the Lions. 2:16 to go here in the first half. 19-18 Glenlawn.
Well, what Glenlawn's really trying to do is get the ball inside to their big players, and right now that would be Akwamabua. And what happens when she gets the ball is a lot of the Vincent Massey players are collapsing on her, and they're double, sometimes even triple teaming her. So a lot of pressure on her. She's having to go up very, very strong.
Daniels with the ball, but it'll go over the Lions as it last touched Akwamabua. Perry to inbound on the baseline. Ball faker two. She's got to beat the 5 count. Gets it into Anderson. Ezram with the shot from the outside. Went off the plate. Off the hands of, looked like it was Brisebois who last touched it. Trojans will hang on to it. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the first half.
Well, Brisebois and Dina Marnett were fighting after that ball, but it looked like it did go out of bounds off of Brisebois. So Vincent Massey to inbound the ball, and there's another shot by Ezram.
And there's another board by Akwamabua. I'm sure she's close to 10 already, believe it or not. And now it's the new Millennium girl, Kate Daniels. Nice look for Burkett, who pumps, takes, makes.
Well, that was a very heads-up play by Burkett. She could see the defense going up. She just waited till they were in the air, and then she timed her shot.
Carson to Ezram. 21-18 our score. Glenlawn with the lead. Ball's bounced over to Ezram. Fake the three. Goes up top. Perry over to Carson. Carson drives up strong. Shots long. Brisebois with the board. As she falls to the floor, Brisebois dishes it off to Daniels. Gets it ahead. Kapustiak. Burkett. Back to Kapustiak. Works it around. Brisebois can't hold on to it. Ball's on the floor coming up with a Dana Perry.
Well, Dana Perry playing very solid defense for Vincent Massey.
Ezram dish to Carson. Carson trying to go down low with the bounce pass. No one there. It goes out of bounds. Daniels with the rock. She starts on the floor. Go ahead, Missy.
That was good hustle by Glenlawn. It looked like Vincent Massey had a 2-on-1, but all the rest of the teammates did a good job of hustling back and getting a piece of that, and unable to hold on to it was Val Carson.
Less than a minute to go now here in the first half. Lions again trying to work it inside. It's stolen by Dana Perry, but then in turn taken by Akwamabua, gives it up to Burkett, fakes it, takes it from 12, it's good.
Well, Jillian Burkett, a nice addition to the floor. Remember last time we covered their game, she was injured. She's doing a fantastic job tonight for Glenlawn.
5-point lead, biggest for either team at 23-18. Three-point attempt is blocked, however, Perry comes up with the ball, drives the base, dishes off Martin. Her shot's blocked by Burkett. Second opportunity doesn't go. Daniels with the board. Long baseball pass down the floor. Akolabua working on Anderson, goes up strong and hits it. 7-point lead, the biggest for Glenlawn here tonight. 7 seconds to go. Ball gets inbounded. Carson, 4, 3, 2, 1, has to put it up. No good. Our score at the half of a very exciting girls Provincial 4A Basketball Championship Final. The Glenlawn Lions 25, the Vincent Massey Trojans 18. We'll take a short break. When we come back, Don Mayer will have some interviews, and we'll have a recap of the first half of action. You're watching the Provincial 4A High School Basketball Championships live here on Shaw. Tonight's basketball action brought to you by Got Milk, Get Gear. Yep.
Gymnastics is more than just tumble and roll. It's about team spirit and personal achievement, skill, ability, and confidence that you carry with you throughout your life. Certified coaches, competition, and just plain fun. Gymnastics is more than just tumble and roll. Gymnastics is the fundamental sport.
Welcome back to Shaw TV. Joining me now is Carrie Lasuk of the MHSAA. And Carrie, let's talk about the Final Four, the excitement that builds for all of these kids.
That's a lot of excitement. The MHSAA is very proud to have. There's 12 girls teams and 12 boys teams that started last weekend at different places around Winnipeg, and they've worked very hard. Now we're down to the Final Four. Kind of a similarity to the NCAA Final Four, but a little less teams in the province. But very similar to the excitement build-up. It's truly an honor to be playing in the Final Four, and definitely in front of all these fans in the championship game.
Now, you've seen both of these clubs, the Glenlawn Lions and the Vincent Massey Trojans. Maybe give us a recap of how these teams got here and the reasons that they are here.
Well, the interesting thing is that both teams are from the same conference, and Glenlawn beat Vincent Massey for the conference championship, and here they are again in the provincial championship. But both of them are Glenlawn came through as the zone winner, And Vincent Massey, because he didn't win their zone, had to apply for a wild card, and they got the wild card, of course. And here they are in this championship game. And they've been number 1 and number 2 all season long, so kind of expected.
As an executive director, you have to be pretty happy with the crowd here tonight for this championship game.
Oh yeah, we're always happy. The best thing we really like to do is try to make sure we promote is that the schools bring out a lot of their fans and their supporters, because this is high school sports. Let's get all the kids from the high schools out, cheer it on. It's really a team and a school pride that brings in the atmosphere into these games. And the more that the schools bring to these games, the better the atmosphere, the better the schools feel about themselves, and it's really a true school victory, a school pride and tradition that makes this whole event successful.
Well, Kerry, on behalf of Shaw, I'd like to thank you for putting on this wonderful event, and thanks for joining us here.
Thank you.
After these short messages, we will come back to Shaw TV with more action of the second half of Shaw's coverage of the Manitoba Provincial High School Championships.
Provincial 4A High School Basketball Championships. Once again, we apologize for the power failure we had here at the University of Winnipeg's Duckworth Center. As we see Kristen Brisebois hit that basket, it is now a 9-point Glenlawn lead at 34-25. They have led by 11 as many as 2 times at 29-18 and 32-21. It was really a 3-point shooting match as Evangeline Ezram hit a couple of threes for the Trojans, and a few of the Glenlawn Lions players as well getting into the act, shooting the tray. When we last left you, we had an interview with Carrie Lasuk, and then our power was lost after that, and we apologize, as we mentioned, but Carrie Lasuk has sucked the life and energy out of many people in the past, and I'm sure that was the cause of all of our troubles here, as we see Dana Perry hitting that free throw. That last foul going against Glenlawn's number 32, Yadili Akwamabua. That's her third, team foul number 3 of the half. Team fouls now standing at 3 for Glenlawn, 2 for the Trojans here with 4:41 remaining in the third. And again, we apologize for the 5 minutes of action that we missed. However, we are back, and hopefully we will not have any more difficulties here from the University of Winnipeg. Daniels down the floor, almost lost it. Noel recovers for the Lions, kicks it back out. Daniels, Brisebois, 3-point attempt, actually just a 2, her foot was on the line.
That's right, she was just inside the circle, 2 points, 36-27, Glenlawn leads with 4:21 left in the third quarter.
9-point lead, as you mentioned, make it 6 after Carson cans the tray. The Trojans fans starting to get back into this one. They like what they've seen here in the third quarter from their team.
Pressure being put on by Vincent Massey right now.
Full court variety, as a matter of fact, as Daniels gives it to Brisebois. Thought about giving it to Dowell, goes inside Noel. Wide open look from the free throw line. He can't leave her that open. She cans that one, reestablishes the lead back at 8, 38-80 with 3:48 to go here in the third quarter. Carson, left side, Ezram. We have a foul underneath. This will likely go against Brisebois. We'll wait for the official signal. In any case, it'll be team foul number 4 of the quarter and the half. Actually, Kapustiak picks up the foul. That's her second. Trojans stay inbound on the baseline. Perry to do the honors there. You see Dana slaps the ball, and we start the play. Anderson up top, Carson. Carson works off the screen set by Anderson, puts up the shot. It's way short. That's because she's fouled. This will be Kapustiak's third, so she picks up 2 quick fouls, Missy, and pushes the team count up to 5.
Well, and there's a couple of Glenlawn players right now that have put themselves in a little bit of foul trouble. There's 3 of them now at 3 fouls, including the foul you just saw, Akwamabua and Noel. So each of those players are now at 3 fouls.
More importantly for the Trojans, a chance to cut this lead. Slice to 7 as Carson hits the first.
So, and I believe it's a 3-shot foul because she was attempting a 3-pointer.
So she should have 2 left. Misses the second, and then Dowell just figures out that it's a 3-shot opportunity and a little embarrassed.
That was a good rebound, and that's exactly what Glenlawn has done tonight, has really done a good job on the boards.
Kapustiak out, and Back in the ballgame, I believe it's Shauna Tatro who's returned to play. Carson goes 2 for 3 on that exchange. Leads cut to 6. Again, 3:35 to go here in the third. Full court pressure again. Lions trying to get it in. They do. Dowell double team quickly. Gives it to Daniels. Pushes it ahead to Noel. Protects the ball. They have to beat the 10 count. They get it across in 8. Ball goes ahead to Tatro. Back to Daniels. 3-point territory. Works it around Brisebois. Gives it to Noel. Noel to Daniels. She's wide open for 3. Off the front of the rim. Noel, good offensive board. Loses control. Gets it back and hits it. Lead pushed back out to 8 at 40-32. 3:10 to go in the third.
Well, Noel's been out of a lot of this game due to her foul trouble, but boy, since she's gotten in, she's been very hot for Glenlawn.
Akwamabua waiting to report back into this game on the next Glenlawn possession. Ezram for 3. Goes off the front of the rim. Ball's batted around. Anderson comes up with it. Kicks it back out. Carson collides with Noel. No call either way. Fans upset at that one. Daniels with the board. Gave it up. It's eventually worked ahead to Noel. Noel back to Daniels. Kate Daniels doing a great job running the offense here for the Lions. Just a great 11 athlete. Ball's lobbed down low. It's slapped out of play. And with that whistle, that means Akwamabua should be ready to come back into the game here for the Lions. It's 40-32 in favor of Glenlawn. 2:33 remaining in the third.
Still lots of time left to play. Again, each time these teams have played, it's been extremely close. So I'm sure this game, like all the rest, will go down to the last few seconds here.
Daniels with the lob for Akwamabua. She finds handle. Oh, nice back pass over her head to Noel. Good save by Yadili. Tatro, bounce pass, Noel with the look, goes down low. Akwamabua, easy layup off the square. 10-point lead for the Lions here at 42-32.
Well, Glenlawn showing a little bit of control here right now. They've got to tighten up their defense, see if they can keep Massey off the boards right now.
Anderson to Perry. She goes in amongst the trees, and a traveling violation is called. 2:05 left in the third. Brisebois ahead to Akwamabua. Bounce pass ahead to Noel. Full court pressure again here by the Trojans. Glenlawn doing a good job of breaking. Daniels fakes the behind back pass. Gives it up instead. Ball's lobbed down low for Akwamabua, out of bounds as Yadili gets knocked to the floor.
She's being double teamed again. You can see her going up for that ball, and you've got 2 Vincent Massey players going after that and just making a little bit of contact.
I would think a person of her skills should be used to that by now after attracting all that attention. And Noel will go to the line to shoot 2 after drawing a foul underneath. I believe it's Anderson. Yes, it is. Jan Anderson with the foul. And we've got a timeout on the floor called by the Vincent Massey Trojans. Our score with 1:49 remaining in the third. It's the Glenlawn Lions 42, the Vincent Massey Trojans 32. Let's listen in.
Listen, you can't let that ball in there like that. Jonna, you can't vacate that area. I don't care who wants to step in it. She can't get that inside. Just now where Pam stepped right in the seam. Right in that seam. She can't get in that seam. Guys, you have to look. Hey, you're going to have to look to get a good shooting spot out there on the floor. Valerie, when we press, don't stand in the middle because you're checking nobody. Okay? And look, Bonge, look, hey, go out and pressure these guys. Make sure all the entries are very difficult because when they want to get the ball in the alley, the reason it's going in is because we're not pressuring. 3, 2, 1.
Full house here at the University of Winnipeg's Duckworth Center. Some of the seats that weren't even supposed to be open to our broadcast left have now been occupied as well. And Missy, more people coming in. They're waiting for that Miles McNeelan game, which will be the boys' championship. To follow this one as Noel hits the first. Biggest lead again of 11, which we've had 2 times before. Noel trying to make it 12. Misses the second. Akwamabua with the board, puts it up and down. 13-point margin for Glenlawn. It's 45-32.
Well, Akwamabua doing it again for Glenlawn, hauling down those rebounds and going up for the second shot and putting it in.
Carson from the junction doesn't hit it. Anderson can't hold on to it in the front court. He goes out of bounds over the Lions. Full court pressure again by the Trojans. Ball's advanced ahead, looking for Noel. It's slapped out of play by Perry. There you see Noel. Solid player and one of the funniest people alive. Pam Noel, great sense of humor. She starts down the floor. Double team in the front court. Passes it over to Daniels. Looking for some help. Uses her dribble now. Enters the ball to Noel. Noel drives the paint. She's got a lane. Goes up. Little drag layup. Didn't go. A little old school there by Noel. As Ezram does the full spin in the front court. Just over a minute now to go here in the third. It's a 13-point differential in favor of Glenlawn. Trojans with the ball, though. Anderson left wing. Down low. Perry back to Anderson. Penetrates. Shoots it from 15. It's good.
Well, they left her all alone at the top of the key there, and she certainly took advantage of it. Again, the press being put on by Vincent Massey.
40 seconds to go now in the quarter. Fans wanting a walk. Daniels fires it down the floor to Noel. Noel drives, stops, kicks it back out. Daniels wide open three. Three up. Three out. Ball goes out of play. Fans still bitter about that no call there. So even the fans are deeply into this game here with 23 seconds remaining in the quarter. Anderson across to Ezra. Folks, that again, we've had a partial power outage here for our broadcast. This will be our only look for a while, so get used to this. This is Ken Cantemir, our ace videographer, bringing this action here. We will continue to commentate the game, and hopefully that will help you carry through this fourth quarter. Right now, Dana Perry with the ball. Drives, goes up with a shot, doesn't go. Ball's tapped around. Noel eventually comes up with it, gives it up to Daniels. Lead pass down the floor to Kapustiak. It's 45-38 in favor of Glenlawn. They led by 11 in the last minute, but a good run by the Trojans in the final few seconds to cut it back to 7.
Well, in that third quarter, it was even for both teams, scoring 20 points aside. So a very even third quarter. We talked about Vincent Massey is not ready to give up. They've played this team. This is their 7th meeting here. They want a victory, and what a time to win.
Old school one more time. Pam Noel with a drag layup. Back the other way. Dana Perry cans the deuce. 47-40, just a minute into the fourth. Daniels in trouble, gives the ball to Kapustiak, gets it back. Gives it to Akwambua, gives it back to Daniels. Just beats the 10 count by getting it into the front court. That's Fisher with the ball. Fisher losing her balance, picks up her dribble, and we have a foul. It's Dana Perry, I believe, is going to get called on the reach.
Vincent Massey playing very tough defense here, really trying to prevent Glenlawn from getting into the court and getting some shots here.
And we have a timeout on the floor. Our score, the Glenlawn Lions 47, the Vincent Massey Trojans 40, with 8:51 to go here in the fourth. We're going to see if we can listen.
Yeah, okay. And if you hear it from me, you let it fly, because my voice is almost gone, guys. Now, look at. If they get the ball into here and the ball goes into here, we have to squeeze these people. You can't let Pam come through the seam. So you gotta help her out, and Johnny, you're gonna have to look to help out into this area here. Or it goes into Yali, we have to double down and help her. We gotta stop splitting the seam down there, okay? You guys are doing just some wonderful, wonderful stuff out there. So just continue to do it, okay? Go out and play hard. Valerie, take your right hand away and take the ball away. You can do it. All right, come on, you guys. You gotta believe. Hey, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Words of Coach Jerry Hildebrand talking to his Trojan team. Once again, folks, just to let you know, we've lost partial power here, and we're waiting to restore our cameras so we can bring you full coverage here. But right now, this man, Ken Cantemir, bringing you this view. We're looking at Lions on the offensive end. They lead it by 7 with 8:45 to go in the fourth. Daniels into the three-point area, passes it around. It goes to Noel. Noel kicks it back out to Daniels behind the arc. Has a look, goes back to Noel, wide open from the junction. It's money for Noel. 9-point lead Lions.
Well, Pam Noel really contributing on the Glenlawn side.
Carson back the other way for the Trojans, scans the floor, works it left side to Ezram. Ezram down low, Perry fakes, drives in on Kapustiak. Ball goes out of bounds over the Lions. Daniels picks it up, looking for the inbounds. We're going to see full court pressure again here from the Trojans. Daniels with it. Lobs it ahead to Noel. Noel trying to break the pressure. Gets it across the timeline. Gives it back up to Daniels. Left side Fisher. Looking for the lob to Akwamabua. It's a bit long. Beaudry couldn't hang on to it. Akwamabua's shot is blocked, but Noel cashes in on the garbage to establish an 11-point lead again.
Well, Akwamabua had to fight really hard for that ball. She stole the ball, went up for the shot. Looked like it was partially blocked, but then Pam Noel coming down with that rebound. Again, Glenlawn getting 2 or 3 attempts every time they bring the ball down the floor.
Anderson kicks it out to Carson. She works it right back up top. Goes left side again to Ezram. There's Perry. Perry ball fake. Works around Noel. Stolen by Daniels. Daniels ahead to Noel. Picks up her dribble and enters the front court. Gives it to Daniels. Passes it across to Fisher. Fisher left side looking for help. Fires it ahead. Noel wide open. Kate Daniels screaming for the ball. She gets it and drops the deuce. 13-point lead, biggest of the night at 53-40.
Well, you could hear her screaming all the way up here, so good communication by Kate Daniels. That shot blocked, but Anderson holds on to it for Vincent Massey.
Communication important in the new millennium, and of course, the Y2K girl, the new millennium girl, Kate Daniels, with effective communication on that play. Shot off the plate, rebounded by Akwamabua strongly. She gives it up to the aforementioned new millennium girl, Kate Daniels. Guarded closely by Carson. Picks up her dribble, fires it ahead to Noel. Noel stops, turns, gives it to Daniels. Daniels back to Noel. Open from the free throw line. Gives it up to Daniels. Back to Noel. Pitch and catch between those two. Noel bounce pass Akwamabua up strong and hits it. Lions starting to stretch this one out. They're up by 15 with 6:15 to go here in the fourth.
Well, Vincent Massey playing very tight defense on Akwamabua, but she's having to go up very strong, and we've got another timeout being called on the floor.
While we've got this break here, Missy, instead of going into the timeout, let's talk about something that happened to a friend of ours in his company not too long ago, and that's Bill Suit at BS Sports, where the people who provide our broadcast wear for these broadcasts, his store suffered a very severe fire, and he's been out of business for a while, and we really want to, give our best to him and talk about what happened there. And Missy, I know you've got some information you'd like to pass on.
That's right. Unfortunately, they did have a fire at the location on Pembina Highway. He wants people to know that the phone is still in use and there is an answering machine. He's hoping that in about a week or two they have a temporary location set up. He is still taking orders. Obviously, if people could be a little bit patient, because it's going to take a while to get things back under control. And the other thing to note is that with the fire, a lot of the customer orders and phone numbers were lost. So if you have an order, you might want to contact Bill at the shop at 275-5518. And we really wish Bill a lot of luck. Hopefully he gets things back underway and in business.
He gets back on his feet, as we saw that shot hit by Anderson on the outside. A really tough thing to happen to him, and of course it affects our national volleyball teams very strongly as they're preparing for some pre-Olympic competition, and they don't have uniforms now because they were being provided by BS Sportswear, and we hope that Bill gets back on his feet soon, and we really wish him a lot of luck because he's been so very good to us.
He's been very good to us, and I do most of my shopping, most of my wardrobe is at BS Sportswear. He's got a great collection of clothing wear. So hopefully he's back in business. We wish him all the best.
Certainly do, as Noel drives in. Foul. This may go against Perry. It does, a big team foul, number 5 of the half against the Trojans, and that's the 3rd foul against Perry. We've got 5:32 to go, 55-42, and again, folks, just in case you're wondering, we only have one camera to provide you this action right now as Noel hits that one because of a partial power outage we've got here, and we're going to do our best to bring you a good look at this game as Ken Cantemir, our ace videographer, providing this shot. Ball's pushed ahead. It's Perry to Ezram. Carson thought about the 3, drives in instead, works her way through, puts it off the square and down.
Well, Val Carson was having to really maneuver to get around the defense there and had to go up very strong. That ball just dropping in for Massey.
Daniels with the ball for the Lions, forces it ahead to Noel. Noel ahead to Akwamabua. It's a 13-point lead for the Lions. They've got the ball with 4:52 to go here in the fourth. Noel lobs it ahead. Akwamabua catches, shoots, scores. 15-point lead again. Third time it's been a 15-point differential here for the Lions. Trojans trying to come back. Ezram works it around Perry. Ball fake, drive, kicks it out to Anderson. Anderson from 10 off the plate. Offensive board. Beaudry puts it back, doesn't go, gets her board again. Second opportunity won't fall for her. And the Lions come up with a much-needed board. It's Noel. Pushes it ahead to Akwamabua. Lions might be a little more efficient on offense here, killing more time if they can. They've got a substantial lead, and clock's certainly working in their favor right now. Noel, bounce pass looking for Akwamabua. Triple teamed. Bounces it off Noel. She's triple teamed. We've got a jump ball alternating possession. Will go over, it looks like, to the Trojans.
Yeah, it looked like they ended up calling a travel ball on Pam Noel. So the ball does go over to the Trojans right now. Val Carson, the #1 ranked player in the province with the ball. She gives it up to Anderson.
Ezra, long distance three is good. PC, pure cotton.
Well, she's done that a few times tonight. A much-needed three-pointer for Vincent Massey. Keeps them alive in this game.
Full court pressure causing trouble for the Lions. And this foul will go against Perry. That'll be her fourth, and Dana can't believe it.
And Akwamabua is just taking a beating there.
Correction, I believe that might be her fifth. I thought it might be only her fourth. We'll wait for the signal. Yes, indeed, Dana Perry is done for the evening. That's going to be a huge blow to Vincent Massey here. And I know Dana's upset because she had played some very, very good defense here tonight and didn't feel she should be penalized on that last exchange. We've got 3:36 to go here in the fourth. It's a 12-point lead here for Glenlawn at 59-47.
If we got a problem, we'll go back to special, okay? Keep playing free. Get the corners. 1-4 on offense. Let's run a little open on offense right now. Open on 3-2-1.
Once again, folks, we have a partial power outage here. We can only bring you this one camera look. Almost a first-person perspective, if you will, for you cinematography majors watching this. I, of course, would like to say hello to Russian director Eisenstein, who was such a great influence on all my work. Battleship Potemkin being my favorite, of course, so we'd like to thank old Izzy for helping us out here. Ball goes down low. Akwamabua off the square, misses it. Offensive rebound doesn't go. Ball's tapped around. Val Carson comes up with it.
Well, it looked like Lindsay Beaudry once again playing solid defense for Massey. Got a piece of that last shot by Akwamabua.
Anderson with the ball. Right side, gives it to Carson. Carson ball fake. Lions very pursuant on defense here. Carson puts up the runner, doesn't go. Almost gets her own rebound. Eventually Anderson gets the O board. Drives down, we're gonna have a foul. This will go against Kapustiak. I believe this will be her fourth. 12-point lead for the Lions with 2:54 to go.
This foul is against Kapustiak, and it is her fourth foul. We've got another timeout being called on the floor by Massey.
Okay, sit down, guys. Sit down, guys.
Okay, now, why do we shoot the three drill? Why? Why do you shoot the three drill? Well, hey, Linz, I want you out here. Okay, I don't want you down in there. I want you out in there. Valerie, I want you out in here too. I want you out. I'm just bringing Lindsay out. You run the trail in there, run the wing over there, but I want to bring the forward. Lindsay, actually, I want you to actually come down there and come right up the middle, get out to the 3 line, okay? And I want the forward out there, so we'll run a 4 out, and Ellie,
Be there. That's the only game they got going right now is 3, and they're big. So we got that. We got to cover on the penetration. Galen, stop the penetration and don't reach. Now they're shooting bonus the rest of the way. They can't score enough baskets. Offensively, 1-4, guys. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
With 2:54 remaining here in the fourth, it's the Glenlawn Lions 59, the Vincent Massey Trojans 47 in this all Clover League Conference Provincial High School Basketball Championship. Trojans trying to get back into it. They've got the ball in the front court, and they're inbounding on the baseline. Lessick inside to Anderson. Anderson up top, Beaudry. It's worked around to Carson. Carson to Lessick. Lessick, three-point territory. Over to Carson. Back up to Lessick. There's the three. It's good. Leads cut to 9. Don't go anywhere, folks. This one's not decided yet. 2.5 minutes to go. Baseball pass down the floor to Noel. Noel drives, puts up the shot, doesn't go. Akwamabua can't hang onto the O board. It goes over to the Trojans. Missy, this is what they wanted.
There's no question that three-point shot for Vincent Massey has been very successful tonight for them. They've got to keep doing that. It obviously gets them closer on the scoreboard.
Ball down low. Beaudry up for the 2. Leads cut to 7. You don't have to worry about the threes now because you're within range. Daniels to inbound. Goes inside. And the Lions call timeout. Jolene Fisher had been signaling it for a while, but the referee didn't notice. Timeout on the floor. 2:07 to go in the fourth. 59-52. Massey's on a run.
Go. Come on, hurry up. Come on, Galen. Come on, you can do it. Stay with it. Now, guys, we're going to special, okay? We're going to special. You're taking Val. Guys, the three's the game. I don't know why we can't check the threes. I just don't know why. Well, guys, there's no time for excuses. Like the threes, they're just shooting them. 34, it doesn't make threes usually, but they're getting their confidence. Now, we're going special. You're out at the threes at the top, and you cover the short corners. And be ready to get out on these corners, too. Kate, you've got your side. Galen, you're checking Val man-to-man. You got Lindsay man-to-man. You got your side. No threes at the top. No threes at your side. No threes over there. And no threes in the corner. All over. 3, 2, 1.
Be the Cow. Throwing some merchandise up into the crowd here. Milk, a big sponsor now in their 13th consecutive year of sponsoring this event. 15 years with the Manitoba High Schools Athletic Association. I know we're going to have a talk with Teresa Cicerelli a little later on about their involvement with high school sports. Right now, 2:02 to go. Lions with the ball in the lead. They're up 7, but Massey on a 5-point run. We've got a push called. This will go against number 50, Natasha Singh, as we get a look at Pam Noel. Once again, folks, we've only got one camera right now due to a partial power outage here at the University of Winnipeg's Duckworth Center. And I believe just as soon as I say that, we of course have all 4 cameras back, so my apologies. I'm just happy we've got any kind of power right now, and that first attempt is good by Fisher. 60-52 Lions with the lead, 1:58 to go. Second one high off the glass, doesn't go. Noel, offensive board, tries to drive, gets knocked to the floor. Jump ball called, alternating possession. Lions will hang on to it.
Only 1:53 left in this final quarter, so things in favor right now of Glenlawn, but Vincent Massey coming on strong in the last few minutes.
Daniels bounce pass down low. Kapustiak to Noel. Noel double team down low, kicks it back out. Ball stolen by Carson. Good defense there by the Trojans as Carson starts down the floor. Trojans have to score quickly and off. A 3-point attempt. Beaudry off the front of the rim. Noel with a D-board comes up with it, gives it to Daniels. Daniels ahead. Kapustiak back to Daniels. Uses the ball to Carson. Carson has a lane. She goes up strong, pumps it, hits it, and one.
Well, Val Carson with another steal, had to go up strong, had defense all over her, got fouled on the play. The basket counts. She gets an opportunity to finish off this 3-point play.
Difference is 6 right now. It's 60-54. We've got 1:21 to go. Missy, at that point in the game when as Kapustiak fouls out on that foul, if Carson's driving and has an opportunity like that, if you're going to commit the foul, even your fifth, you've got to hammer the player so that they don't convert on the two, right?
Nobody. We don't let them bring the ball down the floor. We bring them and put them to the line, ladies.
Yeah.
You put them to the line, make them shoot, miss, you rebound the ball, come down and play. Hey, let's take this the Massey way. Go out and have some fun doing it. Smile all the way to the mat.
You got me? But defensively, we're going with special. Okay, you got Val. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Yo, I'd like to say hello to my homie Sean Town in the crowd. Busting it with his peeps from the Glenlawn Lions boys team who had a very fine year this year, and I believe that was the Range Rover who had the ball in his head there.
I believe you're right.
Carson at the line, converts, leads cut to 5 with 1:21 to go. Full court pressure coming. Baseball pass down the floor. Noel catches it, drives, goes up, misses it. Akwamabua offensive board. It's good. Huge basket for the Lions. Back come the Trojans, 1:11 to go. Carson into the front court, gives it to Ezram. Inside Beaudry, skips it across Lessick with the shot from the outside. Off the heel of the rim, Beaudry and Noel fighting for the boards. It's off the hands of Noel over to the Trojans.
Vincent Massey doing everything possible to stay alive in this provincial final here. They trail right now 62-55 with only 59 seconds left.
Lessick inside to Lindsay Beaudry up top. Ezra, pass blocked, but then eventually taken by Lessick, goes up, can't hit it. Beaudry fights for the board. Noel comes up with it, gives it to Daniels. 47 seconds left. Tatro to Daniels. Ahead to Noel. Anderson almost had the steal. Carson almost had it as well. Noel in trouble, double team. And the foul will go against Val Carson. Lions in a bonus situation now. So we get a look at Val Carson.
And you could hear Coach Hildebrand during the timeout was saying, let's put them to the line. They miss, get the rebound, and let's run it down the floor.
So not only is it to their advantage in terms of what they feel is a free throw shooting situation, but also the clock is stopped. Noel in the bonus. Misses the first. Ball's batted around. Jump ball. This will go to Massey with 35.2 to go. It's a 7-point lead for the Lions. Trojans have to come down to get at least 2 on this exchange. It's a 3-possession ball game right now as it stands. Anderson to Beaudry. Beaudry fakes, drives, goes up strong. Akwamabua with the foul. Beaudry at the line. She'll likely shoot 2 here with 25.9 to go.
And I believe this is Akwamabua's 4th foul.
Yeah,
It is indeed.
totally.
Coach Kornberger very concerned, obviously, as Beaudry misses the first. That's crucial because it still remains a 3-possession ball game at this point. Hitting this one would cut it to a 2-possession game. Misses the second as well. Noel with the big board. Cross to Daniels. Lead pass ahead to Fisher. Wide open to Akwamabua. Gives it up to Daniels. 15 seconds to go. The Lions look like they are going to take the provincial championship. Kate Daniels with the ball. She's fouled from behind by Val Carson. That's Carson's second. And Daniels will go to the line. Get a look at Val Carson and now Y2 Kate. As we mentioned, one of our favorites, the new Millennium Girl, at the line trying to seal the victory in the provincial championship here for Glenlawn. Kate's first. Does not go. Ball's batted around. Taken by Ezram. She starts down the floor. Lessick with the ball. Just 3 seconds to go. She'll pick it out. Ezram for 3. It's good. It will count, but it won't matter as the Glenlawn Lions are the 1999-2000 Provincial 4A High School basketball champions by virtue of a 62-58 win over the Vincent Massey Trojans. Congratulations to Brian Kornberger, Adelie Penner, The managers Arlene Garcia, Leah Goodbranson, Michelle Saunders, Alyssa Natchuk, the trainer Karen Coyle, I should say, and of course the entire Glenlawn Lions team.
Leading scorers for the Vincent Massey Trojans are Belle Carson with 18 points and Evangeline Ezra with 17 points. Leading scorer for the Glenlawn Lions, number 32, Yadley Okwamahua with 27 points.
As you can hear, public address announcer Karen Thompson say, Okwamahua with 27, Carson with 18 for Massey, Ezra with 17, and let's listen in to Karen Thompson as we're just about ready for the presentation of the hardware, the medals, and the banner. The Glenlawn Lion fans victorious. Their team takes it by 4 over the Trojans. Actually, Missy, while we've got this break, let's get some of your thoughts here on this game we just saw.
Well, I'm really not surprised that it was a very close game. We talked about each of their meetings have been very close. Glenlawn, I'd say, was pretty much in control most of the game, especially out-rebounding Vincent Massey. But Vincent Massey, give them credit. They played one great game here. They did not give up. They have to be very proud of the effort that they put in tonight.
A little different than the customary handshakes. It's handshakes and hugs, as these girls all know each other so very, very well. Obviously, 7th time they played each other. The schools are very close to each other, and they've
the same conference. I mean, they've probably seen each other more than any other teams have played against each other. 7 times. That's a large number of times to play against each other in one season.
And then a couple years of high school, 2 or 3 years of junior high and JV, provincial teams, club teams.
Congratulations on all your perseverance.
Certainly, these girls know each other well, and that's why it's just not only a proud moment, but an emotional moment for both of these teams.
That's right, and both teams showing, I think, and exhibiting great sportsmanship.
As they say, high school athletics, the other half of education. These two teams very emblematic of some very fine student athletes. So as the two teams take to the lines here, I believe we're now just about ready for the presentation of the award ceremony. The two coaches exchange embraces.
It's a hard one to lose. It was a very close game, but I think both teams playing outstanding tonight. Both coaches looking at the crowd right now, thanking the crowd. It was just a great performance by both teams. They've got to be very, very pleased.
Welcome to the awards presentation for the 2004A Provincial High School Basketball Championship. We would like to congratulate both teams for an exciting performance. We would also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge our sponsors, the Manitoba Milk Producers, who are the major sponsor for this event, as well as McDonald's Restaurants of Manitoba, Hartwell Sportswear, Wilson Sports, and Sport Manitoba. We would also like to welcome our award presenters. They are Ryan Zimmer from the MHSAA Board of Directors and Teresa Ciccarelli from the Manitoba Milk Producers. Now can we please ask the captains of the Vincent Massey Trojans to come up and accept the NHSAA finalist banner. Number 45, Marty Lindstone. Number 50, Natasha Singh. Number 55, Dina Martin. Also with the managers of the Trojans come up, Manu Kanda and Bordeaux Shikinen. Also assistant coach John Fagan and head coach Jerry Wallenbrand. Now we would like to ask the captains of the Glenlawn Lions to come up and accept the championship banner and championship trophies. And we would also like to ask now that the following players please come up to accept the championship t-shirts and championship medallion. Number 4, Kate Daniels. Number 10, Shauna Tatral. Number 11, Jolene Fisher. Number 12, Eileen Izzet. Number 13, Gayleen Kapusiak. Number 14, Robin Zell. Jade Front, Diana Gray. From Vincent Massey, number 32, Lindsay Baldry. Also from Vincent Massey, number 12, Val Carson. From Glenlawn, number 32, Yadley Oklahoma. And from Glenlawn, number 4, Kate Daniel. This year's most valuable player will receive the Manitoba High School Athletic Association MVP certificate. The 2004 Provincial High School Basketball Championships most valuable player is from Glenlawn, number 22, Pam. Congratulations to both teams for such great effort. And now stick around for the boys' game, featuring the Miles McDonnell Buckeyes taking on the Newland Spartans.
Thank you very much to Karen Thompson for the presentation of the awards, the trophies, and of course the medals to the two teams for a very well-played game, 62-58. The Lions take it over the Trojans. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, Don Mayer will have some interviews with the winning coach and some of the athletes from this game. We're live at the University of Winnipeg's Duckworth Center. We'll be back in just a moment. Tonight's basketball action brought to you by Got Milk, Get Gear. Yep.
Joining me is the head coach of the winning Glenlawn Lions, Brian Kornberger. Brian, great game, tremendous effort tonight.
I'm overwhelmed. You know, Massey and ourselves have had all these great games this year, and I just want to tell you, I think that our girls and the Massey girls and all the games we've played throughout the year have demonstrated the true spirit of sport. It's been such hard-fought games. One team gets up, the other team gets up, nobody lets up. You know, everything you wanted to see about the Massey girls and what they stand for, you could see tonight in the way they fought back. And very quickly, Coach Hildebrand has been a role model of mine throughout the years. And I have such respect for him. I have such respect for his team. And I want to tell you, I love our team. I love our grade 12s, Shauna and Jolene and Pam and Jillian and Robin. My time with them has been some of the most enjoyable time I've ever spent in basketball, and I love them dearly.
Now let's talk about this young lady on my right here, Yadili, only in grade 10, and she really took the game under control tonight.
You know, I'll tell you something about Yadili. When she came to our school, I knew that she was very athletic, and I knew she had a high level of basketball skill. But you know, the true Yadili is the heart. And she's got the heart of a champion, the heart of a lion. And she's got such great determination and leadership skill for someone in grade 10. And I truly think she has a chance to be one of the most special players, and I'm super proud of her.
Well, congratulations on the win, Coach. You did a great job all year.
Thanks, and thanks for all your time.
Now, Yadili, some strong words from your coach. How does it feel to be number one?
It feels great.
What did you do today that really set these Vincent Massey Trojans off their game plan?
Just stay focused and make sure everyone was together as a team. As long as we're together.
You were getting some great passes inside from your teammates. That's really got to help when you're in the post.
Yeah, a lot.
Now, Pam Noel, she had some foul trouble early in the game. When she came back in, it's really difficult for any team to key on one of you, is it not?
That's true, yeah. But we stuck together. Pam played a very good game, stayed controlled, stayed away from all the fouls, and we worked through it.
Well, congratulations on the win, and congratulations on being number one.
Thank you.
We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more high school action here on Shaw TV.